Alright, well, it's day who gives a fuck in the quarantine, and my mind is gone. Granted, certain substances weren't a good idea so many days in a row, but I'm losing it. I don't know about all of you. I don't know how you ever think anything's going to be the same, and even if it does, you're going to be broke and homeless. But other than that, everything's pretty good. You know, they say this whole thing is supposed to only last like a month, and you're like, okay, let's get through this month together. But what they don't tell you is that month has like 30 days, and every day has minutes, and every fucking minute I'm thinking about ending it all. But so it's been rough at times, but like you just gotta like keep your head right and stay focused. I've been living off a strict diet, 7-Eleven ice cream, Sour Patch Kids, and thinking about exercising all day. That I should really be doing that. But for some reason, I think I just want to see my own demise. I want to see how close I can get to tap dancing on rock bottom, because so far it's like I've been playing limbo with the devil, he's holding the stick, and I just want to see how low I can go. I'm here with Mike and Gary. Gary is...
retarded.
Yeah, this is going to be a rough one, you guys, but me and Mike, we'll carry it.
Yeah, I'll carry it, don't worry.
Now, here's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah. Gary, be entertaining. Get on camera.
Gary, you're not on the camera.
You're not even in here.
I don't know if I want to be on the camera.
Well, now your voice is in it, so you've been incriminated. You know what's going to happen if you don't get on the camera? Is I'm going to learn how to use Adobe, and I'm going to put your face in there, but I'm going to make you look really dumb the whole time. And I'm going to just... Oh, there you go.
I mean, nobody cares what you look like, and is frankly disturbed by it. But it's nice to see who's saying what.
I look very fat, too. Like, I've actually lost weight during the quarantine.
I look amazing.
Well, that's interesting.
For now.
That's an opinion.
I'm going to be fat as shit pretty soon.
I hope so, man. It's a good life. It's pretty comfortable. You remember how good it was to eat that third ice cream bar yesterday? Like, you finished that second one, you're like, I think I'm going to get another, and then you did?
That was today.
Oh. Well, I've slept since then, so... Dude, I told you I've been on this new diet called IN. It's intermittent napping. I just sleep all the time.
Oh yeah, you just don't eat when you're napping. That's a great strategy.
Yeah. I don't burn any calories doing it, but I don't ingest any calories.
You burn calories when you sleep?
Well, I do because I probably have like sleep apnea, so my body just dies.
Bert Kreischer had a thing about how he's like, I've been eating really good for 2 days. I went here, and then I took a Xanax, and I slept for 14 hours. And
that's awesome.
Like, yeah, that give me a diet plan.
I love Xanax.
I mean, if hot girls can use Adderall to diet,
I don't understand.
White guys can use Xanax. I don't know. I guess anyone. I guess drugs apply to anyone. Yeah.
You know the thing that I've always thought was interesting about drugs is like right now it's really cool for like gangster rapper black dudes to do Molly. But like, can you imagine the first like guy trying to convince his cool black friends to do Molly? Like, hey guys, take this pill. What's it gonna do? You're gonna just love your emotions. This sounds gay, man. Like, there's no way that's gonna go easy. He's gonna convince a bunch of guys with weapons. Like, hey, you wanna cry about your father and then hug someone because of the song? I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Molly is a very gay drug.
I love it. It's fun to do too much of. Because then you're like, this is kind of meth. And your jaw does that weird stuff where you're like, nyeh, nyeh, nyeh.
I used to black out. The next day, maybe I have to like apologize to some people. Usually not, but I should have.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
But with Molly, it's like the opposite. I'm like, oh no, I gotta wait. I gotta call these people. Hey man, I don't really love you.
Yeah, for sure. But it also is cool because you can have friends with strangers, but then after the drugs are off, you don't have to care about them anymore.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, oh, look at all my best friends. I love all you guys so much. And then you're sober and you're like, I don't remember his name.
Santa Barbara taught me that a lot.
Yeah.
I still talk to everyone from Santa Barbara, and I'm like, why the fuck do I talk to some of you?
Well, I can tell you if they have holes why you do. But if they're running low on holes, I can't really tell you why.
No, I don't think I can.
Dude, I'm just sad there's no comedy. That's the only thing I care about. And this isn't the same. This is it's hello camera, hello talking. We'll pretend the camera's not. Oh, look, it froze. I broke it. I broke
Yeah,
it.
you need the audience.
Yeah. Oh, and just the context of it all. The stage, the timing, the drinking, fucking a light aimed at you, someone not eating directly next to you. I think that's like one of the number one complaints people have about podcasts. It's like when people eat on them. Like, it sounds fucking terrible.
Well, I'm high because of you, and I'm not getting paid to do this, so I don't give a shit.
Anchor's paying you. You're getting paid to say boobs, fuck, vagina, cunt. You told me it was
That's
your
true.
dream.
I'm up to $63 now.
It's pretty good. You made $63 saying boobs, fuck, shit, vagina, cunt, penis.
Hey, but subscribe to my Patreon for $2.99 a month, you cheap fuck, and I will make better videos. I will invest more quality time into these, and it'll
You
be
have a
funny.
Patreon?
Yeah.
You have an OnlyFans?
I just made one last night.
You made an OnlyFans?
Mhm.
The hot girl website?
Yeah.
Are you posting the podcast?
I don't want to... I don't know how it works. I logged on and I couldn't figure it out. And I'm like, if I can't figure something out on a computer, then they're retarded the way they design
Dude, I
it.
had to download this thing. I'm gonna do like some test runs with this love game show network thing called Pandemic Love. And yeah, it'll be interesting. So I had to download something called OBS and then something called Soundflower, and then watch like this 5-minute YouTube video of an Indian guy explaining how to use these things on my computer. I was like, this is a lot. I better.
How's being single in the quarantine?
It's terrible. It's the only time it's ever mattered.
Yeah.
I've watched more porn than almost anyone you know, I'm sure. So like, you know, well, maybe not anyone. I used to be much worse. But no, dude, it's at least when there's normal stuff, I can go out and get laid. I can at least meet and talk to girls. I can have like affection from another human being. But right now I've just been trapped in my house with 3 other dudes. And then the other day, fucking Cole comes up and he's like, hey, I feel like it was a little drastic to say like no one can come over, so like girlfriends can come over. I'm like, Cole, why are you I'm the only single person in the house. Like, hey, girlfriends can come over. Like, so what, you want I can invite over my Tinder dates? He's like, no, girlfriend. I was like, so you want me to go back in time and start dating someone 6 months ago so that I'm not lonely during the quarantine? He's like, well, I just wanted you know I was okay with it. I was like, I don't
What am I supposed to do with that information?
Yeah, and then I tried to convince him that you were my girlfriend. And he was like, you guys don't fuck. And I was like, yeah, exactly, my girlfriend. Should say my wife. That's mine. I mean, you can have some. Just, you know, if you know. Because I probably have coronavirus.
No, you don't.
I don't know if I do. That's the thing. The problem is I
I don't
smoke so
have
much
this
weed.
conversation.
So I've been smoking
Where's Gary's brandy?
in there. I've been smoking a bunch because of the quarantine. And like, dude, I lost my job fucking a few days before the quarantine like really came out. And
Put all 3 of them?
yeah. So do just like a shot's worth of brandy. How strong do you want it to be?
What strong do you think?
Like potent?
Yeah.
Put like 2.5 shots of brandy into like one of these tall cups, and then leave about an inch of room at top, and pour the sangria in there, and then pour the last inch with orange juice.
Alright, thanks.
It should end up about this color. Isn't that a gross thing? Gary made us drink that. He showed up at my house and was like, hey, I have brandy, orange juice, and sangria.
Yeah, also, it's a very weird thing to arrive with.
Yeah. And the best part was the liquor store he went to was like closed down for the quarantine. So he had to call them and then request all of these things by name. And bring them out to him in a bag. So he knew these 3 specific brands even. It wasn't just like... I'm gonna try this.
Hang on, keep talking. I'm gonna share my opinion on camera.
Well, it's a good drink, but yeah, so I lost my job right before the fucking coronavirus, and so I had nothing to do all day. So I've smoked like 2.5 ounces of weed, and like I've gone through 4/5 of Jack Daniels and a handle of Jim Beam, and it's been like 10 days. Granted, some of that was at a St. Patrick's Day party that I shouldn't have gone to.
Yeah.
I did because I was dying.
Honestly, I have never been so happy to have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
This is the best time to have a girlfriend. And I'm so happy I have one. And if that ends, I'm going to freak out.
I think maybe my favorite thing I've ever seen.
But she's also scared to be alone. Everyone doesn't want to be alone right now.
The best thing I've ever seen you do, or something. You've said some very funny jokes. You've made me laugh very hard at some stuff. But the absolute best thing.
Take note of that.
But yes, Eli's a very funny person sometimes.
Oh shit, my windows are open.
Yeah, and there's a velvet hippo watching the grounds. So, when we were at Silver Lake Lounge for the last ever one, and you were explaining all of the great things about this new girlfriend, and then you explained that she gives you, I think you call them slop jobs.
Oh no, don't talk about it.
Okay. She said something funny. Subscribe to Patreon and we'll tell you.
It was a statement of appraisal.
It was a graphic act out that lasted 2 or 3 minutes and had a lot of hand movements, and I could not breathe. He nailed it.
Dude, we've been together for like maybe 2 weeks. Like we've been hopping Airbnbs and just laying low and just. It's been nice.
Yeah.
It's been I'm still going crazy, but it's been really nice.
Yeah.
And then today I just dropped her off at her house so she could get ready to come over here, and I was just like, I'm never gonna see you again, huh? I mean, I didn't say that. Actually, I'm pretty sure I said that.
Yeah, for sure said that.
I was just like,
I was listening.
hey, when you're coming back, right? And she's like, yeah. Why? I'm like, just wondering. She's like, why? Do you not think I was gonna come back?
I'm insecure, even though I have abs.
I was like, I don't know. I was just wondering. I was just thinking like everything's going wrong, and the worst thing would be if I never saw you again. And if like that happens, I'd be like, okay, more bad things are happening.
The worst thing would be if you never saw her again.
Right now,
I'm right here.
But I don't fuck you amazingly.
I'll say. Mediocre at best.
I give you half shaft. I think I still haven't changed in a week.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I have no hope for the future.
No.
I find it hard to, like, there used to be, before all this, you know, I was pretty good about my stuff. Like, I'd be like, I can't drink tonight, don't need to be hungover for that tomorrow. And in 2 days, I have to do something, so I don't want to drink 2 days before something.
Sure.
And then I just be looking at candy and be like, I don't, like, that's going to fuck up what I'm going for. And now it's just like, why would I not get blackout drunk 5 days in a row? Like, what is that going to set back for me? What's that going to, like, what opportunities is that going to get in the way of? And the answer is nothing. There is nothing stopping me from just absolutely flooring it to rock bottom.
Yeah.
And that's terrifying. Because before I was like, okay, I know that, like, deep down, I'm just a fucking hedonist addict that just wants to binge on everything all the time. But I get different outlets for, like, you know, comedy and fitness and, like, jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai and now that's not a possible, and there, you know, there's social circles around that, and now that's just none of that matters anymore, and it's all gone. So what I need to do is restructure and rebuild my value system. Which I've been doing I've been starting playing more music. I'm very not happy about with how it turns out, but it's a lot of fun to do, and it sounds good enough sometimes where you can be like, yeah, it's not bad.
Do you know who Jocko Willink is?
Yeah, I know what his face looks like.
Yeah, it's scary. He looks kind of like Pablo. They could be related.
Blanco.
Jocko.
Because he's white.
He's Jocko.
Yeah.
Pablo Jocko. But so, he has like this whole, he like gets up at like 4 every day and has like this super rigid schedule.
Still?
Yeah. And he's like just fucking super military, extreme ownership, I think is his book that got him famous. But his whole philosophy is that discipline equals freedom. And the idea that is if you're like super disciplined and strict on yourself, then you really have more freedom than someone who isn't super strict on themselves. And I can see his point. I mean, the way he does it is wrong because he's a slave to his life. And that sounds awful. And I mean, like...
What's your compromise?
I would much rather look like him than like me. But, like, I would way rather have my schedule pre-COVID. But, I think the compromise is that you prioritize... You do, like, a diet version of Gary Vee. get good. You get great at what you're good at. You shore up your failures, and you focus on the things that make you happy. Like it's nice because I think you and I have this in common that drinking and drugs and dumb partying and insanity make us happy. But like also having something that's fulfilling and a purpose is more satisfying. Like I'd love to get fucked up, but I love even more than that comedy. So like if I can go and get
I stayed completely
comedy
sober for months for
and then
comedy.
do super drugs afterwards, best day ever. And yeah, if I have something to do for comedy the next day, I don't mind waking up. It's the only thing I've ever waken up early for or like be on time to. Like, and now it's gone.
So it's all fucking gone.
Dude, and then I watched Tom Segura's new special.
How?
What do you mean?
How did you watch it?
On Netflix.
It's fucking not on Netflix.
Yeah, it is. It's called Ball Hog, and it's the first thing that pops up.
Maybe I had a VPN on?
You must have, because it's like literally, it popped up at fucking 12:01 on Netflix, which is when I started watching it. But he has this whole part that he stops in the middle of it and is very serious, and he's like, don't set like really high expectations, just go in the pursuit of what makes you happy and you'll be fulfilled. You don't have to like, succeed at the highest and wildest levels, but if you're trying to do something that makes you happy, then that's the only way to do it, because otherwise what's the point of living life? And I was watching that and part of me was like, fuck yeah, Tom, that's awesome. Like, it's so cool you're a dad and you're like inspiring people and being kind. And the other part of me was like, shut the fuck up. You know how many shitty open micers are going to keep doing this because you re-inspired them? Like, I wanted the coronavirus to get rid of half of the people.
Why am I on my phone?
Netflix, Ball Hog, Tom Segura, VPN.
Yeah.
I thought you were telling I'm too sober. I've only had like 2 grams of weed today.
I've been smoking so much weed and oh man.
How many milligrams of edibles do you think you could eat before you became completely incoherent?
Fucking 10?
10 milligrams, is it?
20?
Like just retarded at 10 or 20? You can probably eat 100, right? I mean, you'd be fucked up.
I would eat whatever you could give me, but I wouldn't enjoy the next 6 hours.
I have 2,500 milligrams of edibles sitting
On
in my
you
house.
right now?
No,
Oh.
sitting in my house. Scott asked me to buy them for him, my ex-boss. He was like, hey, will you pick me up some edibles so that
Should I order some?
Oh, yeah, dude, let's order some.
We can't really be drinking, We can't get fucked up.
There's no way that there's even enough booze here to ruin me. Oh my god, this has been the craziest part about the quarantine. So I spend like on average like $1,700 a month on bars. Like that's just what my bill is.
But I'm surprised that you know that for how terrible you are at finances.
Oh, I'm terrible at finances, but Mint is plugged into my bank account. It just tells me what I spend at bars and restaurants, and I don't ever eat at restaurants. So so it averages like $1,700 a month on that. But so what's so crazy about that is like that number has gone just like to the fucking ground. Because I'm not at bars for comedy, I'm not drinking anywhere for comedy, I'm not going out to any fucking thing, and all my food's at home. And when I go out to like fucking Chatterbox and I get like drinks from Travis, I think this is why I might have like a mild drinking problem, is that Travis he's the nicest person in the world. So I'm like, hey, give me a double tall Jack and Coke. He'll pour it 4 or 5 shots worth of Jack and then just splash it with Coke. And I'll have 15 of those. Because I don't count. Like, I'm just like, oh, just give me another one until I can't drive. And then I wait 30 minutes and I drive. And like, that's sobriety. So I realized the other night, I bought myself a bunch of beers with the intention of them lasting a couple days. And I bought a 5th of Jack. I went home and I started drinking. It was like 3 in the afternoon. And I turned on video games and I turned on fucking some bullshit on Netflix. I drank 5 tall cans. The double cans I was trying a bunch of the different Michelada ones. So I drank 5 of those, and then I drank the whole, like, all but an inch of the Jack. I was like, oh god.
I guess you're
I
more
can
of an
still
alcoholic
drive.
than me, though.
Well, the problem was at the end of it, I was like, I can still drive. Like, should I get more booze or, like, not die?
I can't even drive sober.
I know, it's crazy.
I'll have like 3 beers and I'm like, someone's gonna die.
Dude, I'm a better drunk driver than you are sober.
I
It's
know.
bonkers.
Alright, Afro Man.
Afro motherfucking M-I-N can't stand them motherfucking yin-yang twins.
Afro Man is the fucking king of the underground.
Yeah. Have you ever heard the Dissin' on Everybody song?
I've heard everything by him ever. I saw him live.
You look really upset that I asked you that question.
I've been
Are
collecting.
you familiar with Too Short? You shut up!
my like inner monologue and like my priorities and inspirations are all built off of black people from the 90s.
I know. Which is crazy you still dress like you do. You'd think you would have.
No, dude, I used to wear do-rags.
Okay, me too.
I want to wear...
Do you wear hats on top of your do-rags?
Yeah.
Have you ever put a Band-Aid on your face like Nelly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a long time
Do you have a
ago.
chain?
Oh, fuck that. That was the first thing I ever stole my parents' credit card for.
Yeah. All right. What was your like premier chain?
Wait, I'll tell you what my Google search was, or eBay search was.
Okay.
Bling bling.
God damn it. That's amazing. I bought a like $180 CZ Superman chain at the kiosk at the mall. That's big. This huge dick bracelet too. So I had this huge Superman chain. I would just wear it with everything. So I could be in like an Abercrombie and Fitch shirt. And I just had a chain
How
on.
old are you?
Fucking from 11 to like 14.
Oh, this thing had a 3-year stretch.
Well, I had several chains during that period, but that was my like main chain.
I had a fake Louis Vuitton one.
I had a fake Louis Vuitton wallet.
What is it with black, like, rap music and, well, not just black people, but all rap
Yeah, because
music?
I like the Eminem too.
And like this, Eminem doesn't really just all.
He did
like-
then, but he
like,
was
dude,
like fucking shady.
I love the way Anderson .Paak dresses.
Someone posted some shit the other day that was like Dr. Dre as Splinter with like 4 little baby turtles, and then it was like Dr. Dre's grown up Splinter, and the 4 baby turtles were fucking Eminem, 50 Cent. It was like 4 people, but one of the 4 people was fucking Anderson .Paak. Is he a Dr. Dre prodigy? Did Dre make him? Is he even good at rapping? Or is he just like I'm J. Cole and I say cool vibe music? Or I'm Frank
You've never
Ocean.
listened to Anderson .Paak?
Every song I've ever heard from him, I hated. Because it just sounded like fucking garbage pop. And I like pop. I'll listen to Katy Perry all day.
That's just.
But he's just like
that's factually inaccurate. He does not sound like that.
Alright, well look here. I listen to every variety.
He sounds like fucking like soul from like a bar
there
in
you go.
Louisiana.
No, you've never even been to Louisiana.
Yes, I have. I've been fucking everywhere.
I've been everywhere, man.
Breathing desert air, man.
There was a guy that was a country singer that my dad was obsessed with that did a Texas cover of I've Been Everywhere, man, named like Brian something. Can't remember his fucking name.
What is Gary doing?
That's a great question. Should we pause this and check on him? Or do you want to monologue? And
You check on him and I'll scream for the next room if he's sleeping in my bed.
What are we doing? I'm talking?
Yeah.
You're taking the chips? Come on. Hey, we're doing, everybody's been doing these Instagram challenges and you have to like post a joke, see a joke. I'm doing the OnlyFans challenge. So if
Gary?
you're a woman comedian, I want you to start an what?
Gary is Gary is passed out with his shirt and shoes off on my bed.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Which is good because now this podcast will be funny.
Yeah, because we're going to film us raping Gary. We already did half the work. Hey, bud, you have a sleeper?
You want to roll a blunt later?
Yeah, I can roll one right now. Let's just talk.
Okay.
You've got one wraps, I've got grinder.
I had chicken and waffle.
I know, what? Do you hear what this piece of shit is saying? Where's my grinder?
I meant to save him for Mike. I kept telling him about him, like, still got him.
Yeah, chicken
then
and
one night,
waffles.
me and Rick went up to Joshua Tree, and I was like, ooh.
I hate you.
Did I not tell you about this?
No.
Oh.
I had a really hot girl want to go. All right, no.
We can go back.
I don't want it anymore. I'm mad at you. Let's go.
No, dude, it was awesome. She woke me up and was like, hey. She woke me up and she was like, hey, we're going to Joshua Tree today. And I'm like, sure, I'm down. In my head, I'm kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to do a
I
thing.
fucking hate you too. They have
What?
an album called Joshua Tree.
Oh.
For the real listeners out there.
And then she's like, yeah, I got that Airbnb, so let's go. And I'm like,
Aw,
You
she
got it
paid
already?
for stuff?
yeah, no, she pays for us all the time.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, I'm going to have to take care of her because she lost her job. Her roommate lost her job. This is getting too personal. But everyone's losing their fucking jobs. Everyone's going to go broke and homeless.
I know.
Luckily,
I'm only getting $1,200 from the government. That's not even to pay for my drugs for the month.
12,000?
$1,200.
Oh, yeah.
$1,200
It's enough to eat.
for you.
Think smarter.
Dude, we should figure out how I could eat dollar menu every day. Because I only eat 2 meals a day, and I really only eat one. I eat like a snack to tell myself.
You gotta cook.
I have been. It's awful.
Awful?
I hate cooking. I like cooking when I can go to the store and go to Whole Foods and be like, organic grass-fed beef with a welfare rating of 5. I'll take 2 pounds.
That's not cooking, that's ordering food.
Raw beef, grass-fed beef. You order a couple pounds of it, and take it home,
Yeah.
and you make like a fucking like explosion burger. You ever take one and put a bunch of fucking cheese inside of the burger, and then cook it so that when you open the burger, it gushes cheese out?
No, that sounds amazing.
Oh, it's so good.
You have the most insane fat ideas that in the group chat, you're just like, someone will just be like, send a picture of a pancake, and someone will be like, nice pancake. And Mike will be like, if you really want a nice pancake, what you do is you take some cinnamon, sugar, and a little bit of water so it makes it syrupy. You pour that in a Ziploc bag, you cut a little slip out, and then you can squeeze out the oozy, sticky stuff, and then you have a cinnamon roll pancake. And I'm just sitting there like, can I have one of those now?
Dude, I didn't like invent that idea. I think IHOP or Denny's or one of those places had cinnamon swirl pancakes, and I like ate one there and was like, I can do this better. Because like every fucking.
You think IHOP is open?
Probably.
They have like wide seats.
Oh yeah, but they'll be only takeout. All the restaurants in LA are now only takeout.
Yeah, you think we should get IHOP?
Yeah, I'm down with all food. I didn't get this way by saying no. Not some fucking prude. Oh, these things are the hard ones.
No, wait, did you think they were cigarillos?
Well,
They have to gut? Do you prefer to gut it, like a swisher?
oh no, I was telling Gary that earlier. I hate gutting stuff. This is long.
Thank you. Means a lot.
So anyways. Dude, everybody's losing their job. What's the weirdest job that you found out somebody lost?
I don't know. I don't really talk to anyone or have time to care for anyone about myself because I'm just freaking out about what's going on in my brain. And like people are like, oh, don't worry about the virus, or like, oh, the economy. No, the people who worry about the virus or say don't worry about getting sick are like, okay, whatever. We're not gonna get sick. We're gonna go insane. We're all gonna lose our money. What?
Yeah, I don't care about fucking being broke. I've been broke plenty. I don't want to go insane because I can't leave the house. I quit a fucking.
Dude, it's become like, hey, okay, hey, do you want to stop a national pandemic and make sure innocent people don't die from sicknesses and flatten the curve, or do you want to lose a bunch of money and be bored? And honestly, before I was like, yeah, human lives are more important than the fucking Dow Jones or whatever. And now I'm like, yeah, but like, are they though? Are these who are these people getting sick? Sure, a lot of people care about each of them. But what if we did a poll where we voted on everyone in America, like, who would you be okay with dying? And then we kill them. And then we democratize mass murder. I feel like there's a way we can work genocide into a democratic society.
I'm almost there. I've got the virus working right now. No, the issue with that line of thinking is that any metric by which you try and justify genocide is inherently biased to prevent you from being included in that metric. However,
no, I think I would kill myself to go along with that plan.
What's the benefit
of killing myself?
Yeah, no more
It'll
problems.
be a better place for the rest of the world.
You said you've told me and the hundreds of others you never wanted to make the world better. I don't think I even have enough weed to use this thing. I brought over the blunt I packed earlier.
You can just roll a skinny one that takes up half of it and like rip it or something.
Yeah, it's just fucking alright, whatever. You might have to drive Gary's truck to get me back home. So I'm not taking a fucking Uber during coronavirus. Or we'll just go and fucking drug him until he can drive.
Yeah.
So What do you think is going on for... Oh, the weirdest job that I found out somebody lost was personal trainer. I just didn't think about that. Like, every personal trainer I know is now out of work.
Yeah.
Every fucking massage artist, gone.
You know, I think we can emerge from this victorious and as better people, because it'll teach you how to just do everything you need to do at home. My fear with that, though, is if I'm just like, oh, I can do this by myself, blah, blah, blah. Like, I want to get better with boxing and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I could, like, look up YouTube videos and, like, shadow box, and then... What if I'm just like, oh, I've been doing this all wrong, and now I have developed bad technique, and...
I'll box you. I got great technique. I just got terrible cardio.
Really?
Yeah, I'll beat the shit out of you anytime.
Cool. I'll get some gloves.
So
do you have training?
Yeah. So my best friend from like 8th grade through the end of high school, and then for a little while afterwards, his dad was like this crazy military guy, and he got Jordan into boxing at a really early age. So anytime I'd go over to like my best friend's house, he'd be like, "We gotta box before we go inside." So he just tossed me gloves, and we'd box. I had my nose broken probably like 9 times before I was 18.
Oh,
like
cool.
he would just fucking whop, and just start pouring blood, and I'd like fucking pull it. Like,
I mean, that's not cool. But...
Can you hear that?
I hear the chair.
Oh. That was the cartilage cracking. Like, it's all loose in there, but...
Yeah, I think we could box our way through this together.
Yeah. We just can't do jujitsu, because that was just gay. Dude, that was the funniest thing ever the next day. Coming down and having, like, scrapes on my knees and elbows, and Scott be like, "What happened to you? Did you get in a fight?" Like, "Oh, we were just doing jujitsu." What? Like, well, we got down to, like, our underwear, and then we wrestled for, like, an hour.
Yeah, we were in Las Vegas, and on your boss's dollar, and you were just like, yeah, I was like, oh, I miss jujitsu, and you were like, yeah, I used to do jujitsu, and I'm like, what? Let's go. And then you're like, yeah, I'm way better than you though, and I'm like, okay, cool. And you held me in a clench. I had you in my guard, and then you just squeezed, and I was just like, okay, no. I guess tap.
It's a neck crank. It's called a neck crank.
Did I tap from that?
Not the first time. I think I just put you in a guillotine the first time.
And then you beat me very easily several times in a row.
Well, it's not even about technique. It's just I'm so much heavier than you. Like, I weigh like 270 pounds.
Okay, well,
And
I wanna fucking. Pounds. I'm gonna wrestle Sam and I'm gonna beat him.
Well, yeah, he's retarded.
He's a really good fighter, though.
Well, he's not a good fighter. He's an experienced fighter. There's a big difference.
I feel like he would let me break his arm.
Yeah,
just
for sure. He'd think it would be funny. He'd be like, it's broken, flop, and hit you with a loose, dangly arm.
Which would hurt even more, because it would have like that swing-up effect, like a nunchuck.
I found my new fighting style. I'm not going to tap. I'm going to take 400 Oxycontin. And I'm going to bet my life insurance on me. When I overdose after I bitch slap you with my penguin flipper. Alright. Somehow, some way, I have turned this into a baby boy.
That'll work.
You have scissors?
In there, possibly.
Well, say stuff on the podcast so these people are still entertained and they sign up for your Patreon.
I mean, we're at 30 minutes. Let's call it a day. Please sign up for my Patreon. It's $2.99 a month. Come on.
I feel like there's something good to talk about on top of just this.
Well, let's do it later so I can get more content out.
What?